Yeah. How's everybody happening? Alright, that's about right. That's good. I can do this. I can do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me make sure we're on here. Okay. Welcome to the Happy Oyster Show with your host, Bart Burke. My hair is getting out of control. I love this style of hat. Hey, got a new t-shirt. Great gun. Today's show is brought to you by Great Gun Shellfish out of Mauritius Bay, homegrown Tide crafted. I love his buzzwords. Oh, so guys, what an exciting week it has been. We got nothing done on the boat. I got absolutely not a darn thing done on the boat. If you're not familiar who we are the Happy Oyster Company. I'm coming to you live each and every Saturday at 10 a.m. We got Freddie is in the house today. I know you guys are looking towards Fred. Freddie's got his glasses on today. He's looking awful, like he's getting ready to fly like a helicopter or a jet fighter or maybe a Piper Cub.
Yeah.
What's happening, Fred?
Nothing.
So, I was just telling him what a week it's been. Crazy week. I didn't get anything done with the boat this week. I worked a couple of days. I had another couple of days. I went out and saw my buddy Kim Teetrell over in Cornell Cooperative. He has a place in Tiana. He's got a little oyster program over there in Tiana in the Bayside. Have you seen it?
No, how's the town let him do that?
He's part of Cornell Cooperative,
Oh, okay.
and it's an oyster growing, gardening, public thing. He's got quite a few people in there. Amazing. The guy is, I just love the guy. He's like a brother from another mother. He got me into this oyster thing and got me involved in it, and we'll have more about that later. Again, it's all about utilizing your resources, but I didn't get anything done with the boat this week because of the fact that I had to sit down and actually get academic this week, Fred. I had to sit down and write letters. Not create. I guess it's create. I don't know. So again, I had to utilize some resources because, So I went to my second in command, my wife. Tony and I sat down and we had a meeting this week. Probably we spent quite a bit of time on it together and we talked about it. And we crafted up, again, you gotta have a second in command, and of course the old lady is the first time you gotta have a second in command. That's second in command, period. If you really wanna get down to the bottom line, she might be almost first in command, but don't let her know that. Anyway, to make a longer story longer, that took up a lot of time, didn't get any time on the boat. Worked for Paul, stuff is growing like mad, holy smokes. That brings up the next one, is that tomorrow, we might have a special broadcast. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to have a little test special broadcast on the water. We're going to see what happens. Oh, yesterday, Fred, tide got high quick. The waders only go to here, but the water was here.
You need wetsuits.
Exactly. So we're contemplating wetsuits or going in bathing suits or just going in. Anyway, I kind of went in last night. Number one, my old waders. Remember last week, my old waders were crapping out. My new waders are in the truck, and I just got them. Wetsuit, but you know what then, Fred, you get up out of the boat and then but you're not slave to the tide by that. So consequently, being slave to the tide can be really kind of a pain in the neck. Something that I've learned fairly quickly that you can't beat up Mother Nature, so you got to learn to work with it. So getting in and out of the boat, if that's your technique.
For any kind of catching seafood is stupid.
Well, hey, it is what it is. What else going on, Fred?
Nothing. I went to Dr. Matsui yesterday and he ripped a big hole in my tooth.
What's that? You had a little dental work done?
Yeah, it was traumatic.
It was traumatic. Everything's traumatic to you, Fred.
Well, that was traumatic.
Did they rip it out?
No, he fixed it.
Drilled it and screwed it and chiseled it and polished it and formed it and
ripping it out wouldn't have been good.
And just generally, well, you still got the original teeth.
Yeah.
You're doing all right.
Yeah.
Original teeth at pushing 70? Shit.
I'm only missing 2.
You're on what?
Only missing 2.
Only 2? All right, that ain't too bad. So we had these old waders, these one here, frog togs, whatnot. So it seemed to be that the seam had split because I had no visible tear in them. It started to leak a little bit about when we got about the waist high, started to come in through the crotch. So, ding, ding, ding. It doesn't take rocket science. Something is gone askew with the seam. Now, I'm going off of boot size. Boot size on these, my normal, this is a boot size of 10. My foot size is like a 9. They work pretty snug, but I kind of like it that way. That way, my old ones were a 13. My foot's kind of slopping around. But again, they size it to a size 10, and my gut kiss might be a little bit bigger than a size 10.
Well, yeah, when you get up into the good type of wears, the more expensive wears they have, they go in different sizes.
Meaning like
The
regular,
foot size,
big,
regular, tall, short, fat, you know.
How much you think those waders cost? I mean, these only cost me like $100.
Yeah,
These next ones I'm about to show you cost me $60.
Yeah, well, I used to get when I used to duck hunt and work on the bay, I used to get the Cabela's neoprene, like the wetsuit waders.
In the wintertime.
In the wintertime,
Right.
but you can get lightweight ones too. Those are real good, but they're expensive.
Which ones? The lightweight ones.
Well, any of those
So-
neoprene, the wetsuit material ones. Those are.
Well, I bought the cheaper ones of those last year, and they lasted me for a month or two. But again, I am beaten on these things, guys. It's not like they're not made bad, although you wish they were made a little
they're
better.
bad made.
You think they're bad made?
They're cheap.
They're cheap.
Yeah,
So,
they're cheap.
So before I get started any further, I had a comment from last week's show. Thomas S. commented, oysters, he couldn't spell oysters correctly, but that's okay. I'm not going to hold it against you, my man. Nothing more than snot in the shell. They're garbage eaters of the sea. Bring back the bike shop. The bike shop is gone. See you later. Adios. That is really done this week because I had a meeting with the powers to be, and that is finita. That deserves a fist pump right there. All right.
And I love the fact that they're all riding around on flat tires. It's the best.
There is no more free air in this world.
That's right.
All right, enough of that. So, let's get over here and see who's on today. Alan C., good morning. 10 Speed's in it. Because it's the wrong way. Well, I'm sorry, 10 Speed, but I got to be able to see the camera in order to. I wasn't even expecting Freddie here. It's all good, man. It's a good show. I got a great show. Mine's the Admiral. Yeah. There you go. All right. How fast can your boat go, bike man? That is an excellent question, Don. How fast do you think it can go?
Well,
Faster than we ever wanted. Faster than we needed to go.
It used to go real fast before we put 5 tons of crap on it. We don't care how fast it goes. All we care about is that it goes and comes back and does the job.
Sit up and take this because I got to take my shoes off.
We just needed to do the job.
And I think she's going to do the job just dandy, don't you think?
I don't see why not.
I don't either.
As long as we don't beat on it.
Exactly. So that comes down to the captain at the helm there. So
we're looking for a 50-foot boat anyway.
we're already looking at the next size. You know, we're with the whole game of this whole thing. You know, it's Fred really no longer works because he has to work. He works because he wants to, and it's fun. Some certain things are fun. You know, I'm kind of in the same exact boat. You know, I'm kind of working now because I don't necessarily have to. I'm working because I'm having fun. You know. Now, the only thing I'm doing is I'm coming out of a job that was requiring probably 70 to 80 hours a week. And I went like hell all the time, you know. Yeah, I took a vacation here and there, but that's hard to get rid of. So in order for me to keep on going along, I got my fingers in all kinds of different directions. Hopefully, all of these hooks and whatnot that are out there are going to start to come through, and they certainly are. The name is getting out there, who you are, where you came from, what you're doing, blah, 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 blah. I'm also utilizing my resources. I am aligning myself with players in the industry, guys that are doing it, guys that are out there that are number one, commercially farming, number two, guys like Kim Teetrell over at Cornell Cooperative. He is like I said before, he's like a brother from another mother.
They want shirts and hats.
I want shirts and hats too, damn it. Where is Tony Joe? You want to know where Tony Joe is?
Yeah.
Tony Joe, you know, we're a member of the West Hampton Yacht Squadron, as you know.
Yeah.
And we're one of those kind of people. You know what I mean?
It's too bad.
We're one of those kind of people.
Yeah.
You know the type.
Yeah, I know. I got it right here in my shirt.
Oh, you got two. So, see, he's one of those types of people too. He's got a Chinook Yacht Club on his shirt. So, anyway, I mean, long story longer, and you keep on going. She volunteered to do on a race committee today. They got a sailboat race going on.
Nice
I'll help out.
Nice morning if she's out on the water.
Oh, beautiful. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it was gorgeous yesterday. I did that too. You know, some people say, oh, this show's boring, blah, blah, blah. No, we're not. We're just getting started, man. We haven't even, oh, it's got elastics here on the side to like give it a little bit of extra action. These were $59, Field and Stream, man.
Oh, yeah, they'll last a week.
A week, you think? The last ones I wasn't sure how long they were going to last either, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, the idea of getting in and out of the boat is kind of, I'm not, oh, it fits a little better inside of the foot.
It's costing you more money for waiters than you're making.
Oh, man. You forgot about the 3 stitches on the lip.
Yeah. And getting bashed in the face and going to the hospital.
That was a $70 copay. That was an expensive day. But boy, are we learning. 3 stitches in the lip later.
At least the Winston did it.
Yeah, and my nuts are still there. And it didn't really, look, my lip is looking pretty good. It's not that bad. You see it? You really can't.
Yeah, not too
It's all good. All right, here we go. Let me back you guys up for a minute. Oh, funny. 2 old guys. Well, 1 old guy and 1 half old guy.
Yeah, but you'll notice there's got waiters on.
1 smart guy and 1 dumb guy. Oh my gosh, man, I'm almost ready to climb into these things. These are the same ones.
Deep water.
These,
Oh,
that's
deep
not bad.
water.
That's better. It's better. I like that. It's
They're
like,
deep water waiters.
they are, woo! But can you get in and out of the boat? That's the key, you know? That's a bitch, man. It hurts after a while. Not bad, not bad. $59, okay? This is what it says. This is our third waiter review on this channel, I'll have you know. Now, if a waiter company, flip this over for me. Oh, I got it. Here we go.
Yeah, they what?
If a waiter company,
Yeah, right.
you know, I mean, wants to sponsor, I mean, now's the time.
Exactly.
You know what I think I'm gonna do with the old ones? I'm gonna make wet pants out of them. I'm just gonna cut off the boots and just
Yeah.
leave them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So, general deal. The seam itself is. I don't know. Should I spray dip this right away? I don't know. The boot steel not too bad. Field and Stream, baby. Made in, who knows? I know where, but you know where. Everybody knows where. I like this little bit of elasticness. I like the height of this. That's good. I wish I had a little more in the guckers. I probably would have got a size 12. These are a size 11. My feet are swimming inside of these things. They're kind of like sloppy all over. So it's kind of like you're almost barefoot on the boat. That's another reason I don't like getting in and out of the boat, because I can't wear my own normal boots. You know what I mean? Maybe if I lowered this down, this whole shooting match down a little bit. What do you think about that idea?
I don't know, waist deep water.
What's that, Fred?
I don't know. I don't like the idea of getting out of the boat.
I don't like the idea of getting out of the boat either. I agree. I totally agree. Where's my chair?
Getting out of the boat is voodoo.
That's voodoo. Speaking of voodoo, did you happen to catch Deadliest Catch this week?
No, I didn't see
The
it.
guy goes overboard.
Oh, yeah,
They captured the whole shooting match on camera.
they get him back.
They showed him going over the rail.
Coming back in.
No. That was it, and that's where it stopped.
Ah.
You gotta tune in next week to find out. So you know they're gonna have another half an hour build up. I mean, that's big news. You know, when you're on a reality show like that, and I got a little bit of experience and knowing what I'm talking about here, is that, you know, you just gotta film everything. and sooner or later something catches. And these guys are filming this thing. There's a lot of boring time on that boat.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. It's all boring time.
You know, and that's when the people get hurt, is when they get too bored and they get a little tired and the seas get a little rough, and you know. So anyway, I think personally, yeah, there's some staged shit on that show.
Yeah,
There's no doubt. I mean, guaranteed. I mean, you can see how, oh, you know, this could, you know, oh, cut the camera here for a half a second. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay, go. You know, so you know, I like to call it like soft scripting. All right, in the reality show. But going overboard, man, you ain't soft scripting that, brother.
No, they're getting paid big money too.
They're not doing too bad because they're on their like second or third season, and that's when it, you know, after your third season, that's when things start to kick in.
Yeah, they're making money.
And they got the after show and this show and that show. It's a lot.
They got all of. You can buy a Northwestern jacket.
Oh, you can. Oh, you looked it all up. Yeah.
Yeah, I looked it up online.
You were up there at one time in your lifetime, right?
I've been out there. Seen that. I didn't do that on a crab boat, but I've been out there on a salmon boat, and it's
In the Bering
not-
Sea, or not in the vicinity
Well,
of?
I got blown from Crescent City, California to the Aleutian Islands, and it's not exaggerated. The roughness of the ocean is not exaggerated. But let me tell you.
It's booking.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that they were dealing with, was the supermoon. It was during that supermoon when it would happen in January.
We got on the edge of a friggin' hurricane or something, and the boat couldn't go against the sea, and it couldn't come in because the inlets were too rough. So we just stayed out there, and we rode it out up into the Aleutian Islands.
And then what?
Came back down after the ocean calmed
Did you
down.
dock? And obviously you docked somewhere up there?
Yeah, I can't remember where. It was one of the Aleutian Islands. It was like a little harbor. It was pretty nasty, I'll tell you. It scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, but the boat held strong. How big was the boat you were on?
38 feet.
That ain't huge.
No, not for the Bering Sea.
That ain't huge.
No, those guys, those crab boats are.
That's only 12
140.
That's only 12 feet more than ours.
Yeah, I know. It was nasty. I was scared.
That's
Well,
ballsy.
The boat was like a
Borderline stupid.
Beyond stupid.
Oh shit. All right, so there you have it. There, we got some waders going on. Utilize your resources. I can't emphasize that enough. I'm having a blast building this new company and doing what we're doing, and not only that, helping out the ecology. You know, some of the stuff that we were talking about, and then I'm dealing with it. When we were talking with my wife and whatnot, was one of the things was commercial versus some of these nonprofit organizations versus what does the industry need? You know, this is one of the things that we were, you know, and we were trying to pinpoint what's going on, because it's not so much you yourself personally that you can do, but if you can gather a bunch of people together and get a cooperative, I hesitate to use the word cooperative because that's really not what it's all about. It's more of a organization, but some of these organizations are a little kaflooey too. And it's, how about leadership? I think the industry, the oyster industry, the shellfish industry, they need some leadership. And hey, in order to be a good leader, you gotta have a lot of resources. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff this week, and sorry I didn't get to the boat. It's exactly the way it was last week, but I had to get new waders. I wanted to share that one with you. I'm glad to see Freddy's over here, because that means we're gonna get to work on the boat here for this evening, today.
They want the blue wrenches to be blue anchors.
Blue, I can't, that's, I can't do anything with that. So, you got anything to report other than your tooth getting ripped out? Any aquaculturist stuff? Any tractor stuff?
I bought a tractor last week.
Last week you bought a tractor, fairly inexpensive tractor.
Yeah.
What kind of tractor was it?
Ford 9N.
A Ford 9N. That means absolutely zippity to me.
1941.
Okay. And it runs? Or it didn't run, it's now run.
It will run, yeah.
It will run. Okay. You know what it needs. Of course.
I know what it means.
Of course he knows what it needs. That's like asking, is the Pope Catholic? The Tractor Club hot rod. You gotta have some hot rod action, no?
I was in Michelle last night. It was mob beyond belief.
Beautiful night.
Beautiful night. Good people, unbelievable mob.
So this
Cars
is at
are-
Mashut.
cars
That's
are
a
going
county. That's a county park
County Park in Hampton Bays.
here in Hampton Bays, in the
A
town of
mile away
Southampton,
from the Oyster
Suffolk
Bay.
County. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically a mile away from our new office.
Yeah.
As soon as that gets going, which we're waiting on DEC. But whatever. I'm not. You know what? DEC. Respect them and leave them to a certain degree alone and let them fester, especially if you have some resources that are helping you out. Does that make sense? You get where I'm coming from? So that's where we're at with the DEC. But yeah, so Mashut is a county park, public bathing. They got the bathrooms. They have a snack shack there.
Yeah, all big.
Big snack
New,
shack.
added on to this year, yeah.
Oh, so it's even improved.
Outside bar.
Oh, alcohol is served there.
Oh yeah.
Beer and wine, or
yeah.
full on?
Full on.
Full on bar. Okay.
Live music.
Every what nights?
I think almost every night of the week. They have like Latin night on Wednesday. They have the car night guys on Friday. They have something every night.
And this is at the Mashut County
Park.
Park in Hampton Bays. And you do the hot rod deal.
Yeah, we sit there and people come up and look at the cars.
How many cars you got?
How many do I have?
No, not you. How many cars are at the meet?
I would say that last night there had to be close to 200 cars. And they were going around and around because there was no parking spaces.
Oh my goodness, that sounds like a party.
It was a party. They were cranking last night.
Oh man, so what time did you get out of there?
About 9:30.
So you could be all done out of there by 9:30.
Yeah.
If you're a spectator, you could be done out of there by 9 o'clock to go on to whatever else.
Well, they stay later because they keep dancing to the band.
What time's the band done?
I don't know. When it gets dark, the cars start rolling out.
Because nobody wants to. These old geezers in their hot rods, they don't want to drive at night.
Who can say? With no headlights. Yeah.
At least you're doing it, Frederick.
Yeah.
You're doing it, baby. You're
Hell
keeping
yeah.
it alive, man. Keeping it alive. That's awesome, man.
Oh, I know. And I went to my 50th high school reunion
That's right.
last weekend,
You did tell me about that.
and it was gruesome. It was grim. It was depressing. What else? It was bad. Morbid. It was bad. There was
How many kids graduated from your class? Let's start there.
around 300 people.
And this was in the school
Patchogue, west of here.
west of here, approximately 40 minutes. And it was Patchogue High School,
Patchogue
West
High School.
Patchogue,
Yeah,
New
Patchogue High School.
Patchogue High School, class of 1968.
68. Yeah, and there was 300 people graduated, and there was 70 people at the reunion, and there was 100-something people on the dead list.
More than half.
More than half. And sadly enough, probably most of all my friends that I would want to even talk to or see or whatever were on the dead list or not there.
Well, they might have lived it as hard as you did, or harder than you did, or
yeah,
maybe
well-
it was luckier. I mean, just
Well, I'll
birds of
tell
a
you.
feather flock together, Fred. Or what are you telling me, bro?
I'm telling you, there was like people there with walkers and oxygen, so
Ooh,
it
that's
looked
bad.
like a friggin' nursing home.
Was there anybody there that when you went there and they didn't have the name badge or you that you recognized?
No.
Not one
Only
person.
my friend Henry that I went with. That's
Oh,
the reason I went.
That's the reason you went with
Yeah.
his buddy Fred
Yeah.
Henry. All right.
But there was no one there. One big fat ugly chick with caked on makeup. I don't want to mention her name, but I might have remembered her.
Oh, okay, all right. So there was
Yeah.
there was a past fling in there.
Yeah,
All right.
no, it was very bad.
You wouldn't go again.
I'm never gonna go again because I'll be dead in 10 years.
Well, is that what they're scheduling?
Every
Another
10 years,
every
yeah.
10 years from
Yeah.
now on.
Well, they've done it every 10 years.
All right.
Yeah.
And this was the 50th.
This was the 50th, right? So,
50 years. God bless you, brother.
hey, I'm telling you, man.
I think you're doing great, man. Keep up the good work.
I was
man.
in the best shape of anybody that was there.
That had to make you feel
I rode
good.
my motorcycle there.
Rode his motorcycle. God bless you. Now that had to make you feel good.
Well, that was the best part of the whole night. I rode there. It was a nice, cool night. I rode home. You know.
The weather has been phenomenal.
Yeah, the weather was excellent.
The weather all week, everything has been good.
Yeah, so
All right. So if this is your first time tuning in, you got the idea where we're going. We're building an oyster whatever empire. Sure, why not? I don't like the connotation of empire. That sounds like there's a dictator involved and whatnot. Organization, that's no good. I don't know. We'll have to think about that a little bit. But we're going to go as far as we can take it. That's for damn sure. We're feeling good. I feel awesome. I'm just loving life, man. Life is a bigger boat with locators, and we haven't even got this one going. But whatever, it's all good.
Ice machine.
Yeah.
I looked on eBay. There's a lot of ice machines from $400 to $1,500. There's a lot of them, but you got to find out what kind you want. Flake machine, cube machine, whatever.
Okay, so $1,500, we could budget and put it in the plan, or
Oh,
what?
you could get a good one for $1,500.
This gonna pump out like enough for us and maybe a couple of other farmers, maybe, or
No.
how much would one of those? Like you were talking about Freddie worked in Marrakesh, which was this nightclub back in the '70s. It was happening, man. This place packed them in the '70s here in West Hampton Beach. And they had an ice machine. He was talking about it. How much do you think an ice machine like that, something that can really pump out? Like, what do you think the fire department's ice machine is? I think that would work.
It's got
I
the
think
big
that would work.
bin underneath.
Yeah. It's not so much the bin; it's the part that goes
It's
on
the
the
head.
top.
It's the head. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, the good ones are liquid cooled. They circulate water to cool them, and I think that they're probably $5,000 new.
All right. So maybe some of you fans out there could help us out and check us out. We want we want to start with one that's going to work for us, and maybe another, whatever, keep it going. But we need one that's going to handle a lot. I'm looking for one that can handle a lot.
We should go over here and talk to this guy. Ask him to look at his.
Yeah.
See what he's got.
Yeah, because I've never been in the restaurant business, but I know enough people that have been.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll get it down. Again, utilizing your resources.
Yeah, well,
That's what today's episode is all about, guys.
That one in Marrakesh had a bin the size of that table.
Yeah.
And head on top.
So if you put one in like one of them garden sheds or something, that would be perfect, right? You put it in a garden
But
shed,
in the winter,
help yourself.
it would freeze in the winter.
Yeah, you have to
Drain
do
it.
something about
You have
that.
to drain
Yeah,
it.
you wouldn't need it in the winter though. You
No.
need it only in the summer. That's when the DEC says. I think the regulation is from April 1 to October 1. I think. Don't hold me to that.
Yeah.
Okay, don't hold me to that. I gotta look that up. But it's a time frame of when you have to keep your shellfish at.
Certain temperature.
They say 65. Personal rule of thumb, and I tell everybody, let's try to work towards 50 degrees. That's a nice, easy, round number. 50 degrees. Ice, baby. Ice, 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 baby. Boom. That's all I got to say on that one.
Yeah.
Keep it clean. Keep it safe.
Something to keep in mind.
Something very important. We got to keep safe. Safety is our number one concern. Absolutely, all the way around. Safety, accuracy, and then speed in that order. All right, guys, I got enough. You had enough?
Yeah, and then money.
And then money. Yeah,
Right.
there you go. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I love you guys for tuning in. We wouldn't be half as much fun if it wasn't for all of you guys. Please circulate it around. Tell everybody. Give us that thumbs up. Make a comment.
11 thumbs up.
How about after the show syndicates, if you could put in where you are from? Let's see how many people put in there where they're from. That would be awesome. Let's see what goes. Let's get a little count on that. Next week should be exciting as usual. Again, I thank you guys all for tuning in. Come over to our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook. I'm getting ready to get rid of Facebook.
Facebook is getting too political. It's just, I have to block all of these things because I just get enraged when I see the lies that they print about the president.
Stop right there. Stop
Yeah,
right
right.
there. No more. Okay, I am not going to really.
We're not going to get into
We're not going to get into that at all. Zero. Nada. Zippity a doo dah.
Whoopi
But
Goldberg.
the Facebook privacy, they're kind of like on the outs. But we still got one for now. So, but Instagram is the social media of choice of the Happy Oyster. So come on over to at least our Instagram and check us out. I love you guys. Mwah. Please tune in next week. 10 a.m. Saturday, we will be here live from the Oyster Cave. Maybe we'll be, tomorrow, special broadcast. We're going to try a special broadcast tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the bay with Paul McCormick on Great Gun Shellfish. Let's see what happens. Hopefully you guys can tune in next week. If not, catch us on the rebound, catch us syndicated, and don't forget to thumbs up and comment.
Instagram. I need to get on Instagram. That's what they say.
Yeah. All right, guys. Love you. See you later. Adios.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
It's all good.
Dink. Do you want to end?